Hi, today we're going to see how we can set up a small business bookkeeping template through Notion. But before that, let me quickly set up my webcam. So just let me click over here. Okay, hi, now I'm visible. Let me quickly minimize this and let me just head over to the small business bookkeeping template. So today we're going to discuss about this small business bookkeeping template and how we are going to use this template to keep track of all your bookkeeping needs for a small business. So first of all, this template is divided into three sections. As you can see, start here section, which is on the top. And then we have a summary section, which shows the summary of all the transactions that you have entered. And finally, we have the transactions window where you can enter all the transaction details related to the business. So before getting started, first of all, we'll head over to the start here section where we can enter all the related information for the business to begin with. So first of all, we have an accounts section over here where you can see that we have got expenses, the liabilities head, income head, and assets head. Under each head, we have different accounts that are being set up. So as an example, for expenses, we have purchase expense, utility bills, subscription, salaries, and wages. Similarly, for liabilities, we have accounts payable, taxes payable, accrued expenses, credit card, and so on and so forth. If you want to edit any of these existing added items, simply hover over any item and you can see a pencil icon. Just click on this pencil icon, edit these details, and click anywhere outside the details will be edited. If you want to delete any of these items, simply click on this three dot and you can simply opt to delete here and this item will be deleted. Okay. And if you want to add any of these items, simply just go down to the respective category and you can see that there is a click new page over here. Once you click on this, you will be able to add a new page altogether, and then you can start adding the details which I'll be discussing right now. So for every added item, you have an option to add the opening balance. So let's say if you have liabilities and assets and some balances are being carried forward, so you can enter the opening balances for those items. And then you have an option to add the classification. So once you click on this, you have several options of classifying this particular item as per bills, debt, savings, whatever you wish to opt for. As you can see that there are some classifications which are being added for expenses, like there are bills for utility bills, or subscriptions have added subscription, and we'll be seeing later on how we'll use this exact classification underneath this template. Then we have a payment frequency. So any kind of payment where we are paying it on a proper frequency, let's say it is on a monthly frequency or half yearly or quarterly, whatever it might be, you can opt to choose for the payment frequency over here. Okay. And then you have an option to add the opening units. So opening units is nothing but the starting units for any inventory or any kind of asset which is where you're beginning the business with those assets. You can add the opening units over here. Okay. And then you have an asset class. So once you click on this, you have two options, like it can be inventory or investment. So you can choose either of these two classifications to for your particular business. Okay. And so I'm not going to add any more item over here. I'm going to show you with the already existing added items. I'm going to quickly delete this. So once this is done, let me scroll down and I'll show you what you can do from here. So if you see the transaction section, we have income, expense, asset, and liability. If you're looking to add a particular income, simply click on this add income button. Once you click on this, it will automatically add an income as per the current date that you are entering the transaction for. So today is like 26th of October and it is adding this date over here. And in here, you can just click on this and you can choose to add your period. So this is 26th October 2024. So this means this will be October 2024. So I'll just simply type in October 2024 and it will show the particular month. If it is not there, simply click on this new over here and it will quickly add the particular month for your desired added item. Okay. Then you can enter the description of the particular transaction being added, and the category will automatically be mapped to income as you have clicked on add income. And then you can choose to add the account. So once you click on this, you will able to see the accounts that you had added over here, and you can add a particular account, whatever you added on the top. Okay. So whenever you add any account on the top, it automatically gets reflected over here. And this works both ways. If you add a new account over here, it will also get added on the top that you see on the screen in the account section. Okay. So you can do it both ways. But ideal approach is adding first over here and then using the same at the bottom in the transactions window. Okay. Once this is done, then we can head over to the payment mode. Payment mode is how you're receiving the payment. So it can be either through a bank account or a cash account, whatever you have at your disposal. You can also opt to add more accounts as and when you require. As of now, these are the two accounts that have been added. And if I scroll down, I can see the scroll bar and I can scroll to the right to see what more items are added. Okay. So what I'm going to do is currently this view has been limited to up till here. I will do the unfreeze columns and it will show me all the columns in one go. Okay. So I'll just scroll to the right and you can see that then I have transaction type. So every transaction can be an inflow transaction, meaning the money is coming into your account, or the transaction can be outflow, meaning the money is going out of your account. Okay. So you can enter any of this transaction type over here by clicking on this and choosing any of the particular things from here. And then you have the amount column over here, so you can enter the amount value. So whatever amount you enter, it will automatically be mapped to the particular transaction. And then you have the document section, so I can click on this and add any particular document over here as and when I require. Then we have the tax rate and the tax amount. So whatever rate you put and the amount you put, automatically the tax amount will be calculated. If you do not have a taxable transaction, just simply click on here and put 0%, and it will automatically show 0% for this transaction. So this is all we need. And finally, we have the multiplier and currency amount. So multiplier is if you are dealing with multiple currencies, so you can opt to add a multiplier value. So let's say this is currently showing in US dollars, and you're receiving any transaction, let's say in euro. So you can put the multiplier of converting your dollar to euro and put a multiplier value over here, and it will show the final currency value over here for the particular transaction. Okay. So this is all that we need to understand while entering transaction. The same process is repeated for expense, for asset, as well as liabilities. Okay. And if you see, we have got more details over here, like we have investments. So any investments that you make with the units, the price, the total value, and the investment value, everything reflects over here. And when you're selling off those investments, you can also see how you can sell off the particular value to reflect any profit or loss obtained from the particular investment. Besides this, we also have inventory listed at the bottom. So if you click on the inventory, we can see what all inventories we have in a business and how much profit or loss we have obtained for the particular inventory. So this is how you can utilize the transactions window to enter the transaction for a particular item. Once the transaction is entered, so let me quickly delete this, what I had entered, because this is not required right now. I'm going to quickly select this and delete this. So whatever transactions you enter in this window, everything will be updated over here in the summary section for you. So first of all, we'll head over to the finances section. Under finances, you can see an entire glance of the business of what your assets, how much your assets are, what are the income sources, liabilities, expenses, everything in one glance. So under assets, I can see I've got accounts receivable of $1,400, which is 9% of the total asset value. Then I have some input taxes, other receivables, cash value, so on and so forth. Okay. So whatever transactions you enter, it is getting reflected under every item over here under the respective category. Then I'm going to look in the debt section. In the debt section, I can see what are my debt payments that I need to make. So whatever items you make entry in the liability side, it is going to show in the debt section. And if you have any past payments that are being made, so it will show in the past payments. And if there are any upcoming payments that are going to happen in the future, it will show in the upcoming payment section over here on the right side. So currently it is reflecting under the past payments, and it is not showing at the upcoming payments, as it is showing that the payment date was August 29, 2023. And if you see over here on the top, the credit card debt is being paid monthly basis. Okay. So currently this has already been paid. That's why it's not showing as upcoming payment. Then we have a budgeting section. So here you can see all the budgeted expenses and how much budget you had set, the total percentage of expenses incurred so far in comparison to the budget, and similarly for the income side as well. And then we have a saving section. So here you can see how much savings you have made for a particular fund that you had planned for. Then finally we have the bill section, which shows the past payments. It is again on the same principle as we discussed for the debt side, but except it is for the bills. And then we have the subscriptions. This is also similar to the bills part. And finally, we have the tax section. So here you can see on a quarterly basis how much taxes are payable, how much tax credit you have available, and what is the tax liability. Everything depends on what entries you are making over here. So for the income side, for the expense side, whatever entries you make, it will automatically get populated over here on the top. And finally, we have a net worth. So net worth reflects how much goal you had set. So you can simply click over here and check how much net worth goal you had set. So net worth, in order to set a net worth goal, if you go to the top, you have the net worth goal over here. You can set any value over here and it will automatically get updated on the bottom. And then the total net worth is being calculated from all the assets, liabilities, and whatever transactions you have entered. And then finally, it shows the difference in between the net worth and the total net worth goal. Okay. And the total growth is how much growth you have obtained in your net worth as on the start of the financial year till the very end. And the percentage of net worth is how much of total net worth goal you have achieved so far. Okay. So these are all some values to show you how much your business is doing. And simply over here in the investment side, you can see what all investments you have made, how much value of the investments are, how many units of investments you hold. In the inventory, you can see the similar status for the inventory part. In the summary, you can see how much was total income, what are the total expenses, the gross profit you made, taxes you paid, and the net profit of the business. This is how you can utilize this template to get hold of all your finances. In essence, all you need to do is you just need to start with the accounts part, set up the different accounts under different heads, and add the respective opening balances if there are any balances to any of the items which would be relevant for assets and liabilities. And then scroll down and just start entering the details for every transaction that you're going through the business. This will automatically update all the things on the top, and you can see the entire business finances in one glance. If you have any queries or questions related to this, feel free to reach out to me at notionformyuse@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to assist you on this further. Thank you. Bye bye.